welcome or welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to be doing part 2 of the new build update. If you guys have been watching my videos, you guys probably already saw part 1, but if not, I will go ahead and link it up above. If you are in the new build process, if you are just starting, I would highly suggest that you watch that video first, just because I do go into detail about what happens every single week from the moment you sign up until the foundation of the home, which is where I left off. That is where we were at that point in time. I filmed that video on March 27th and today is actually May 27th, so it's exactly 2 months apart. So I'm going to be telling you guys what happened throughout these past 2 months. We typically get an update from our construction manager every Friday. So I'm just going to be going through my emails, sharing with you guys what happened every week. I'll share videos and pictures of like all the updates that I have. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So just a quick recap, March 27th or March 26th, which was that Friday, is when our foundation went in, or like our foundation was done and we were waiting for framing. Also, the crew that was assigned to do our home came down with COVID, so it backed us up, I want to say almost 3 weeks in the process, so that's why our date was pushed back. And so from March the 26th, the next update that we got was on April the 9th. And actually no, I'm lying, was it April 9th? It was April 2nd, which was the following Friday. He basically said that nothing had happened. We were still waiting for a crew to free up. And that they were doing their best to pretty much get someone to, or a crew to start the process of framing our home. And then moving on to the following week, which was the following Friday, April the 9th, we got an update saying that all the wood had arrived. It was already sitting at our lot, and I don't know if that's because it's his job and he has to tell us anyways, or if he just doesn't realize how many times we drive over to our lot. But our wood, the wood for our home, was sitting there for about 2 weeks. And the reason why I know that is because they have it in a corner lot, like an empty lot that they use to like do all their, like store all their wood and all that. And the reason why I know it was ours is because they spray paint the lot number on the wood. So I had seen it. So in my head, he's telling me that the wood has arrived, and I'm just like, yeah, it's been sitting there for 2 weeks. Like, I saw it 2 weeks ago. So no, I mean, yes, it was good news that I guess they moved it over to our lot, but at the same time I was just like frustrated because I'm like, yeah, it's been sitting there, I saw it. So yeah, that was April the 9th. And then moving on to the following Friday, which was April the 16th, framing officially started. So we started going up, everything started going up. I was super excited. I did mention this in one of my previous videos, but they did tell us that there was a shortage on wood. And if you guys know, or you guys might or might not know, when they receive the wood, pretty much it's already, I don't want to say pre-made, but it's kind of like already assembled to where they just drop the wood and pretty much, or like the whole wall and nail it in or drill it down or whatever it is that they do. And for our home, they actually were, I guess, out of stock on that. So our home had to be built by hand, like stick by stick, like they had to measure and all that, which did take a lot longer. Well, maybe not a lot, but it did take longer. And I was a little bit like frustrated that it was taking so long, because the last time that we had spoken to our construction manager, he told us that once framing starts, usually they have the entire house done and framed in 3 days. But ours took about a week and a half, so it took quite a bit. And our front door neighbor was telling us that he was a little bit envious that our home was being built that way, because there tends to be less mistakes when they do it that way versus when it's already pre-made. They kind of just leave it as is. Like if something's messed up, well, it's messed up, and I guess they just kind of leave it alone. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, maybe I need to start being a little bit more grateful for what's happening to my house. But anyway, so April the 16th is when the home, or the framing, started. So the following Friday, which was April the 23rd, we did not get an update from him. But again, we drive over to the house multiple times a day. I mean, multiple times a week. So by the 23rd, framing was pretty much almost done. So again, it took them about a week and a half. And then also windows went up. So again, windows went up that week. So the 23rd we didn't get an update, but we did get an update on April the 30th. And on April the 30th, he basically told us that framing was complete and the windows had been installed, which again, I had already seen because I drive by there like crazy. But he also told us that there was a delay with HVAC on labor and material. So that backed us up some more, because the week of April, the first week of May is when the HVAC was supposed to go in, and there was a delay, so there was really nothing going on. So that was April the 30th. And then the next update that we received was we didn't receive an update on May the 7th because the house was untouched. There was nothing going on. And then on May the 14th, he told us that plumbing rough had started. It actually started on that Friday. So typically when they start a new stage of the home, they always start on a Monday. But for the plumbing, they actually started on a Friday evening. So that was on May the 14th. And then I drove by the house on May the 17th in the evening time, and plumbing was officially done. So plumbing is completely done. We didn't get an update from him this past Friday, which was May the 21st, because nothing was done to the house. It hasn't been touched. So it has been a little bit frustrating because we are still waiting on HVAC. HVAC was supposed to go in May the 3rd. It is May the 27th and still nothing. Because framing and HVAC is what has taken the longest and what has made our date get pushed back. So I'm hoping that at some point this week or next week it goes up. We actually went over to the lot yesterday and still nothing. The house was completely untouched. I mean, I am grateful obviously that we are making progress, but it's been going on to 3 weeks now that nothing has happened. So that is where we are right now. We are waiting on HVAC and electrical. I know I just said that a whole bunch of times, but so that is where we are. So 2 months in. So pretty much in 2 months, all that happened was framing went up, windows went up, and then plumbing. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, those are all the updates that I have for you guys. I will be doing a part 3 later in the process. I will do my best to update you guys every 2 months. I mean, I'm hoping that the house is ready in the next 2 months. They told us end of August, but he said most likely end of July. So we'll see how that goes. So hopefully by the time that I make part 3, our house is completely done. But yeah, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.